So we have this system that didn't do what it was supposed to be doing. And how did we get to RTI from this? Well, we got to RTI from this because when the law was reauthorized in 2004, Congress was besieged with people who were researchers, parents of children with disabilities, all kind of child advocacy groups, which came to Congress and said, you cannot continue to identify children based on the current model that you're using. The current model that you're using is a wait-to-fail model, the discrepancy model, which you probably know about. But in a nutshell, what it says is that you evaluate children and you find their ability level and you find their achievement level, and there has to be a severe discrepancy between the two. A severe discrepancy defined as 1.5 standard deviations or 22 points. In English, if you have a solidly average IQ of 100, you have to be achieving at a 78 standard score or below. It takes a long time to get that far behind. And when you're looking at kids in kindergarten and first grade, and even some in second grade, you don't have enough knowledge to really test to get that much of a discrepancy. So that knowledge, so the discrepancy model had people up in arms. And Congress responded by saying, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to say to the states, you do not have to order the districts to use the discrepancy model. You can allow them to use a model that says, we're going to do early intervention. We'll do early intervention with these kids, and then if they don't respond to that, then we can consider that all that data that you collect will then be considered when you identify a child with a disability. And Congress had actually another focus in mind. What Congress wanted to do was to have people lower the number of referrals to special education. Because now what you have is identification rate of about 14%. So 1 in every 7 kids is identified as having a disability. And Congress is interested in cutting that down and seeing whether or not pre-referral does indeed work. And the research suggests that pre-referral absolutely does work, that you can, there isn't going to be anybody that's going to go through a pre-referral process that has a disability that in any way is going to be washed out. Anybody who has a disability is going to make it through any pre-referral process and get to the place where they're going to have identification.